The most hated One Piece characters. Number 10. Foxy. It's already difficult to take a place as a character in the most well-renowned example of a poor filler arc and make it out unscathed, but when you're as plain useless, unimportant, and as much of a waste of time as Foxy, you're going to get the hate stick from the internet. No Q. Number 9. Scored. Being a coward is a good enough reason to dislike someone, but on its own, that might not be good enough to make this list. Thankfully for us, or unfortunately for us, Scored isn't only a coward, but he's a traitor too. The worst of both worlds. His actions range from taking vengeance. Just looking at this guy makes my skin crawl, and I bet I'm not the only one. If it's not the physical appearance of the former leader of the zombie soldiers that gives you the chills, all animal parts stitched together in a gross way, then it's no doubt is almost as gross perversity. Spying. Number 7. Treeball. When it comes to true cruelty and senseless violence, Don Quixote do Flamingo is hard to beat. And what's the reason he is the way he is? Look no further than Treeball. Yes, do Flamingo is definitely a product of his environment, a terribly sadistic, poorly raised sort of environment. Number 6. Spandamuno. For many other characters' flaws, at least they go some way to either turning face again eventually, or doing something that helps balance out all the awful stuff they've done. Of course, when I make a statement like that, it invariably means whoever I'm talking about is the. Number 5. I wish Wapol didn't look so cool. It makes it so much harder to balance out all the cowardly stuff he's done in my mind. But seriously? Wapol is a spineless jellyfish of the highest order. At the first sign of trouble in his kingdom, he's running off in the opposite direction, of course. Number 4. Akainu. A lot of the characters that made this list are infamous for multiple senseless acts or repeated poor behavior, to put it lightly. Akainu has garnered the outrage of the fans for just one act. Spoilers ahead. When Ace stepped in front of Luffy to save his life and took a killin'. Number 3. This is part 1 of our spoiled rich upper class member section. Over the next 2 entries, Starry is possibly the most punchable out of any character in the entire show. He just oozes smug self-centered arrogance from head to foot. You'd expect a certain royal air from a king, but this kid. Number 2. St. Charles beats out Starry in the spoiled upper class stakes for a couple of reasons. First and foremost is his ceaseless and remorseless cruelty. It's not even just the matter of torturing slaves to the brink of death. It's the gleeful laughter while he does so that really marks high. Number 1. This is one of the earliest characters to appear in One Piece, and Arlong is above and beyond the rest when it comes to being a shallow, ignorant, and violent piece of garbage. He's very quick to anger, with his awful temper nearly leading to a town being burnt down for the slightest inconvenience.